Welcome to cryptography session. Today I am giving the lecture for a basic encryption model. That means symmetric encryption model mechanisms. There are a lot of techniques are available in an encryption. So these are all the terminologies. I know that these terms are already available to you. Here, plain text. Another name for plain text is called original message. So this plain text is sent by the sender and the receiver will decrypt the ciphertext and he may able to get the plain text later. And the secret information or a secured code is called a ciphertext. For the conversion of plain text to ciphertext, there is a need of key. So by using key only, plain text may be able to convert into ciphertext representation. So encryption algorithm means the conversion of plain text into ciphertext. There are different encryption algorithms are available. So it may able to perform a substitution or a transposition techniques on a plain text. Substitution means replacement of one letter into another letter. Transposition means exchanging the letters at its various position. So this is the basic encryption algorithm. In a decryption algorithm, we use the same substitution or transposition mechanisms for retrieving a plain text from the given ciphertext. So the decryption algorithm is always reverse of an encryption algorithm. Secret key is one of the type of key which is used for both encryption and decryption algorithm. If the same key is used for both encryption and decryption, then that encryption mechanism is called symmetric encryption. If two different keys are used, which means that a sender use one key, receiver use another type of key means. That means the sender and receiver use different keys means those type of encryption algorithm is called asymmetric encryption algorithm. And the word enciphering, encryption, these two terms are same. Encryption means a process of conversion of an original message into encoded message. So it is also said that a process of conversion of plain text to ciphertext. Deciphering is also termed as decryption. It is the reverse process of encryption, which means that a process of conversion of a ciphertext to plain text, otherwise conversion of an encoded message into original message. These are all the terms which are all used in a generalized security model. And cryptography means it is a study of art and science of a scheme. Those schemes are used for better encryption mechanism. So it is a cryptography. Cryptographic system is also termed as cipher, which is a scheme. That means a technique. Cryptanalysis, a technique which is used for breaking a code or a decrypting original message without using encryption knowledge. So that technique is called cryptanalysis. Cryptology means it is an area of cryptography and cryptanalysis, and those are used for breaking a code. So these are all the terms which are generally used in a cryptography subject. And there is a need of two requirements for a conventional encryption. Here the meaning of conventional means it is symmetric encryption or a single key encryption, which means that a same key is used at both sender side and receiver side. So if you want to use a symmetric encryption method, there is a need of two requirements. One is a strong encryption algorithm, and second point, sender and receiver must have obtained the copy of secret key. So if the sender and receiver has a secret key only, they can able to do decryption or encryption. So these are all the two main requirements that should be considered for designing a conventional encryption model. So if any person do an encryption algorithm means it is not necessary to keep that algorithm in a secret manner. The only idea is we should only keep the key in a secret way. It's not necessary to keep that algorithm. So we should consider those concepts. And it is a major classical encryption techniques. A generalized classical encryption techniques are based upon keys. So I already told that symmetric encryption is also termed as conventional encryption or single key encryption. Asymmetric encryption's another name is a public key encryption. So two keys are used which are all namely public key, private key. Public key is denoted as PU, private key is denoted as PR. So for a better encryption algorithm, there is a need of two entities. So these entities are sender and receiver. Here I called sender as A and receiver as B. So each sender and receiver hold these two type of keys. So at sender side, two keys are available. At receiver side, two keys are available. The public key of sender is PUA. Private key of sender is PRA. Public key of receiver is PUB. Private key of receiver is PRB. So if the sender use private key for encryption algorithm, the receiver may able to use the sender's public key. So what is the basic example for public key and private key means we are all have email messages and passwords with ourselves. The public key example is our email address. So my email address may be known by my friends or my circumstances, but the password of that email is only kept secret in my site. So public key is like email address, private key means the password of that email. So we should keep private key secret and we may open those public keys as public. So public keys may be known to all. Private key that should be kept secret with individual persons. So these knowledge should be necessary for designing those symmetric and asymmetric encryption model. In a cryptography subject, the symmetric encryption is come under Unit 2 and asymmetric encryption come under Unit 3. So there are several algorithms are available for implementing these two encryption techniques. So that will be discussed on those respected units. So already we aware that generalized network security model. So that model is slightly differed in a symmetric encryption model. So sender has a plain text X that will be converted into ciphertext Y with the help of key. Here the encryption model is symmetric, so the same key is used at both sender side and receiver side. And we are using the symmetric encryption model algorithm. One of the symmetric encryption algorithm is AES, which means that Advanced Encryption Standard. And the ciphertext Y is obtained with the help of encryption E, and that encryption is applied on plain text X with the help of K. So it is denoted as Y is equal to encryption of K comma X. So this will be transmitted to the receiver. The receiver should do the decryption algorithm with the same key. So the decryption should be obtained on a ciphertext Y with the help of K. Then we may able to retrieve a plain text X. So this is the symmetric encryption model diagram. Then what are the ingredients are in a symmetric encryption means plain text X, ciphertext Y, encryption algorithm, decryption algorithm and secret key. So these are all the 5 main ingredients for designing a symmetric encryption model. And the model of a symmetric crypto system is also drawn like this. So encryption algorithm, key is used, The same key should be used to receiver side, so there is a need of passing that key to the receiver in a separate channel, so that channel should also be a secured one. So here K is passed to the receiver side, but K is not passed as a plain one. It should be encrypted, and that should be retrieved to the receiver. The role of cryptanalysis is from the ciphertext, the cryptanalyst may able to identify the key or a plain text without using encryption algorithm. So that is the main job of cryptanalyst. In substitution and transposition techniques, generally we are using alphabet letters as plain text. So totally 26 alphabet letters are available. So we should use those letters repeatedly. And we may able to use key as a letter or a number. So if any number is given as a key, that number's corresponding letter should be treated. For example, I am taking 0 as A, 1 as B, 2 as C. Like that, 25 number is represented for the letter Z. Encryption algorithm function is E. Decryption algorithm function name is D. And plain text is X, ciphertext is Y. So Y is equal to E of K comma X. So that is encryption. X equal to D of K comma Y, which represents decryption model. So the same symmetric encryption is denoted in different way in this symmetric crypto system. And the main aim of cryptography is for studying the different cryptographic mechanisms. So it contains 3 points. One is different type of operations which can be used for transforming plain text to ciphertext. So those algorithms are using either substitution or transposition. Sometimes few algorithms may use these two techniques in it. Number of keys, so it is already discussed. Same key is used, it is symmetric. Different keys are used means it is asymmetric. And for processing plain text, we may able to use one element at a time, which means which represents stream cipher. If you are using block of text, that is called as block cipher. So if you want to design a model, we should consider these 3 points. So it is an overall methodologies under encryption mechanism. So symmetric, asymmetric. Symmetric may be implemented as stream cipher or block cipher. Stream cipher contains through 3 types: substitution, transposition, steganography. In a substitution, if one letter is replaced with another letter, that is called mono alphabet. So in a mono alphabet, the key length is 1, which means that we should use only one letter as a key. In a poly alphabet, we should use more than one letter as key, so that only we should call as poly alphabet. So mono alphabet contains 2 algorithms: Caesar cipher, affine cipher. Poly alphabet holds 4 different algorithms, which are all namely Playfair cipher, Vignier cipher, Hill cipher, Vernam cipher. Another name for Vernam cipher is one-time pad. The second stream cipher technique is transposition, which is also termed as rail fence technique, in which we may able to arrange the plain text values in row order or column order. And there is a possibility of using key for arranging the letters. So that is with key. If you arrange the letters double time means that technique is called as double transposition. So these concepts are available under Unit 1. So each algorithms will be discussed in the forthcoming session. Thank you.